so somehow it's still like 90 something degrees in Texas. Well, not somehow, global warming. Anyway, how's it going, y'all? It's Ben, and in this video I'm going to show you these sunshades. They're like these mesh fabric things that you plop inside your window, and they're supposed to keep out some of the sun, which we have a lot of here in Texas. And they also give you some privacy. For example, people that are living in their car, or if you're camping in your car, these will be a good like privacy shade for things like that. Thank you so much to Drive Shields for providing these awesome shields for my Prius. Be sure to check out the link in the description to pick up a set of these for yourself. And these are the actual drive shades right here. The pack that was sent to me came with these two tiny kind of back window things, and then we have the side window units, and then this is the mega one. I guess it goes in the back all the way in the rear, so we get lots of privacy from all kind of sides of your car except for the windshield, of course. So installation seems pretty straightforward. It looks like you just align the drive shades to the bottom or groove of the car window. Make sure to push it inside a bit of the groove, not too much, and then you push them down against the car window, bottom in some cases first, making sure all the corners are covered and there are no spaces, and then you snap it on all the four corners, making sure it fits. All right, so time to install this into the front driver's side window. According to the instructions, you just push it down, and then you just kind of line it up and push it under here. Try not to break them. But yeah, that's it. It's definitely a pattern, a visual pattern that you see on the side window. I definitely don't think I would drive with these on because it really obscures a lot of the vision of what you see, especially if you're sensitive to like visual patterns and you're trying to just get like a quick reading of your blind spot. But installation was super easy. You seriously just plop it in there. It takes like 5 seconds for each one. When I'm camping in my car or sleeping in my car and I want some privacy, this is definitely something that will help. So looking at the window from the outside, you can see the difference between the exposed window here, and I like that it actually keeps, you know, a little bit of this area here clean so you can see your rear view mirror really easily there. And you know, it's not 100% flush with the window, but it's really just supposed to be this really quick just kind of shield. There you can kind of see it a little bit from this angle. You can see the exposed window from here, and this is how much darker it is with the shade on top of it. So from this angle you can see that it does offer some privacy and protection from the outside visual world. And here you can also compare a window that's treated with one of these drive shades over on the left, and then a window that's not treated. Wow, that's really close to my face. How about these pores? So anyway, I installed the passenger side over there. So even though this kind of visual mesh pattern is not something that I want to stare at all the time, I think for the intended purpose to just block out, you know, some of the sunlight coming in, but also especially create a nice privacy barrier between you and the people outside your car, I think it does a really good job of that actually. Okay, so I also installed the drive shield to the back window on the driver's side, and you can even just visually see how much more light is coming in on the side without one of the window shades versus the side with the window shade. So if you're trying to, you know, sleep in your car and not be blasted by sunlight when you wake up, which is a total thing when you're sleeping in your car, these will block out some prying eyes from the outside, and also it'll block out some of the sun pretty nicely. I like that the set also comes with these tiny window seal things so that you can squeeze these into this little window shade here, so all of your windows are covered really, except for the front windshield, of course. And you can see how easy it is to install. The fabric feels nice and pretty high quality. I don't see any fraying or any, you know, like pieces of fabric pulling out or anything. There's no rips and tears. And I like that you can deinstall them relatively easy as well. Sometimes, you know, they might get caught in your little window area or something, but this is how easy it is to install them. You just kind of put them into place like that. It doesn't feel like they're gonna pop out or something. Let's see if you can even, oh, that's cool. You can even open your window a little bit. I don't have rain guards on top of my windows, but if you had rain guards on the outside of your car, in that little slit area when you open your window, you can actually have nice ventilation, and if it's raining, the rain won't come into your car. But if you don't have rain guards, this one would actually get some of the rain to not come into your car as much because it's a physical barrier as well. Whew, it's hot out there. So I just installed the back piece here on the slanted major giant window, and you can see the difference between the mesh fabric that's now on this piece and the exposed window here. In the set that was sent to me, there was no piece that covers this one window right here, so people could technically still look through that as well if you're worried about, you know, full privacy. So that's just something to consider when buying this particular set. So I tried doing some shots of the outside of my car looking in, and it's just way too glary and reflective to really see any difference. But that's a good thing, because I tried to just like really peep in closely and I couldn't see through it almost at all. That's kind of the benefit of the mesh pattern that you see on the fabric, is it's not just like, you know, a basic general, you know, tinting kind of mechanism. It's more like a pattern with a bunch of dots and stuff. So if people were trying to look in, the pattern kind of messes with their eyeballs. At least it did for me a little bit. So it does obscure the outside from looking in for sure. So if privacy is a concern for you, these are definitely a really cool thing for that. And I like that these are form fitted for my Prius. So if you're going to be camping in your car or living in your car and you have these concerns about privacy, keeping heat out, keeping, you know, your entire space nice and cool, and still being able to crack your windows open a little bit, which I really like as well, then I think these are a really cool addition to your living in your car setup. I'm definitely not an expert in this stuff, but I'm having a lot of fun installing stuff like this, which brings my Prius more to kind of like a traveling mobile campsite. You don't have to worry about getting a hotel room or paying for a bunch of extra stuff. You can live out of your Prius or just camp out of your Prius if you need to get away for a weekend. And having stuff like these drive shields makes it that much more secure and private. Anyway, if this video was helpful for you, smash the like button and be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.